barbecue. Everybody loves it. So much meat. The bark, the pull. And today I, Keith Habersberger, the internet's sexiest vixen, will show you where to get the best barbecue in Los Angeles.
Yes, it's me, Rashawn Scott. I'm back again to let you guys know that I know more than Keith. I know where all the best barbecue in LA is, so follow me to the ribs. Away!
Bad news, guys. You don't know the best barbecue in LA. Good news, I do. I'm Jared Popkins. Daddy's home, and he's ready to eat.
Do they have better wrecks than me? Will we get in a wreck today? I hope not. We haven't yet. Oh my God. Can't believe I actually got hit.
Welcome to Tailgate Debate, where I, the internet's most notorious glutton, face off against two of my foodie friends in a restaurant recommendation showdown where only one can reign supreme. On today's Tailgate Debate, we're having barbecue. Yum yum.
Welcome to another episode of Tailgate Debate. As we said before, we're doing barbecue. I absolutely love barbecue, and I've got two friends who also love barbecue. You know, we're from all around the country. I don't know what the barbecue is like up in Washington State, but we do have our Washington State rep, Rashawn, with us. Rashawn, how's it going?
I'm doing very, very well. I'm excited to just get some ribs into my system. The Northwest is not really known for barbecue, but I mean, in the summers, my family would get together for like 4th of July and just grill down.
You've been doing a lot of acting, you're doing a podcast. You also do so much delicious cooking just on your Instagram. What else is new with you? What you been up to?
Southside is gonna start filming this spring, so I'm gonna go back to Chicago. I'm very excited for that.
Joining us as well, you've seen him on Eat the Menu, but he is also Hollywood's new favorite detective. We got Jared Popkins.
What's up, guys? It's time to eat some barbecue. I'm a detective for this barbecue. That's what I'm looking to do.
So you guys know I'm in the far right lane.
Yeah, I got you.
Going slow, so you'll be able to catch up with me.
All right, here I come. Excuse me, I'm crossing lanes.
I'm in the far right lane, Rashawn.
Oh, far right. Golly, you guys. Okay, left from right. You know, I've also been smoking lettuce. It's quarantine, so I may have lost my left from my right.
Yeah, I get that.
This Tailgate Debate definitely has three independent stoners.
Yep.
Along for the ride. Here's a question I have for you. When you buy a really nice meal, specifically pause to go get high before it?
Absolutely.
I'm one of the weird ones. I think it's more important to have good weed after it. I like my blunts after a good meal and after a good shower.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
A post-schwitz blitz?
Yeah.
So today we're gonna be judging our three different spots on sort of the same platters. We're gonna go with classics. We got ribs, brisket, pulled pork, and then we're also going to compare the mac and cheese. Decide that not every restaurant has, but almost every barbecue restaurant does have.
I also think legally you can't call yourself a barbecue restaurant if you don't have mac and cheese.
We're going to Jared's place first. Jared, where are we going? What are we about to experience?
It's called GUS'S. It's been around since 1946, and the vibe is very 1946. You're talking ambiance, and you're talking fuego barbecue. Really good meals, and more importantly, good portions. That's a big thing for me with barbecue. You gotta have the right size of portions.
Barbecue is one of those meals that's defined by having just a little too much.
I wanna leave here feeling bad, and I mean bad in a good way.
I want to leave here with the meat sweats.
We have just gotten our GUS'S. Wow, look at this, guys.
Oh,
this is beautiful. We got some ribs. These are Memphis baby back ribs. We got some brisket. We got some pulled pork, some cornbread, some coleslaw, and some mac and cheese.
Oh my God, this looks so good.
GUS'S didn't fail me now.
No, they didn't. I'm gonna start with the brisket.
The texture is great. I'm able to pull it right apart with the fork.
I like that sauce on top. Tangy, a little sour.
Wow. See, that's how I like my brisket. That soft texture. There's just the right amount of sauce on here. It's not doused in it.
What you want with brisket, you want to be able to cut it into slices, but still tear it apart with your fork. You don't want stuff that's already so soft it just shreds. You don't want stuff that you have to cut with a knife. This is nailing it right in that perfect texture land.
I don't want to eat any more of it because I feel like I'm gonna get so full up.
All right, let's move on to the pork.
It's very peppery. Or I can say it's peppery, and I can say that it tastes like pork. It's not my favorite.
Yes, the flavor is very pepper dominant. I think with a sauce, it would be amazing. Well, let's jump over to the ribs.
So these are nice, thin baby back ribs.
Oh,
They pull away
good.
from the bone very nicely.
The perfect texture. You want that to be still able to chew it, but you want it to come clean off the bone.
God, it's good.
I don't normally
damn.
like a sweet barbecue sauce, but this is, it toes the line. It's very good. That's like brown sugar and honey.
Wow.
Oh man, the baby back is a home run.
Dang, God, that started off nice.
Holy
And Jared?
I'm so happy because like the brisket was really good, but not so much better than any brisket I've had. The pork was similar, but this is a special rib right here.
Yeah. I could eat a full rack of this for sure. Dude, I had a bite of the mac and cheese, and it's good. It tastes more like whatever the cheese they put in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of mac and cheese and I'm gonna put some brisket on there.
Oh shit.
That's right there. That's good.
I think this mac and cheese is really quite good.
A little sriracha in there would make it really good.
I mean, I got some chicken sauce over here. Throw a little dab on the mac and cheese. Oh wow, I'm taking 2 bites.
Is it chicken sauce alert?
Chicken sauce coming through.
Oh, give me that.
Wait.
So when I said earlier that this needed a little sriracha, what I did mean was exactly this chicken sauce.
I've already eaten too much. I definitely made a mistake there. But we are headed next to my favorite restaurant, which is Bludso's. Yes, I have eaten everything there on Eat the Menu. I tried to look for other places around town to represent, and I could not find anything that came close. Barbecue is often best when it looks like a place that you're gonna be poisoned.
Oh yeah.
My favorite kind of barbecue is probably either in like a random front yard or it's got to be tailgating barbecue, like before a sporting event, playing some cornhole, throwing some bags.
Drink in one hand and you sport with the other.
I remember growing up in public schools in Florida, my favorite public school lunch was every Wednesdays we had Jamaican beef patties.
What?
What?
Yeah, we were talking Jamaican beef patties every Wednesday. You would talk to your friends about how funny the Chappelle show was last night. Being a kid was the best.
Yes, if you didn't watch Chappelle show, you had shit to talk about on Friday at school. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you had nothing.
Yeah, you're
You had
right.
nothing.
I think the funniest barbecue experience I had, I was in Florida. I was in, what's that shitty town?
Destin.
You might have fucking nailed it, bro. I think it was Destin.
I know my shitty Florida towns.
I was like post a night of drinking and I was walking back to our hotel and we passed a gas station that was closed and a man had pulled a pickup truck that was towing a smoker into the gas station and was selling barbecue at 1 a.m. out of a fucking abandoned gas station, and it was fucking bomb. Bludso's, the guy who runs it, his name is Kevin. He grew up working and helping his grandmother in Texas make barbecue. And you actually may know him from the Great American Barbecue Challenge, which is on Netflix. Ooh. He's one of the judges. He is so kind in that show. His food is so good. I have never been disappointed by Bludso's, not once. All right, we are here at Bludso's. We've got 2 trays of food here. We have our sides and our cornbread separate from the meat, and the meat is heavy.
Ooh, I can smell the pork.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Wow. Just visually, I'm already like, holy shit.
I am going to cleanse my palate by having some sweet tea to start.
I'll join you with a little sweet tea sip.
I'll join you with a sweet tea palate cleanser.
May your day be full of meats and never sweats. Ooh, that's nice.
Brisket is beautifully sliced.
Oh my gosh.
Has such a nice little bark.
Really nice and soft, easy to pull.
Falling off so well that it's like, I can't even get it on the fork.
I pinched it with my thumb and my finger.
Yeah, it's got a nice crispy edge, soft and tender in the middle, but not like mushy or chewy. It has like some bite to it.
The trick to this brisket is it's soft enough to pull on, but it's got that burnt, good, chewy texture to it.
I do think that the previous place had more visible moisture to the brisket.
Yep.
But I like the doneness of this quite a bit. But I think the flavor on this is much more bam. I'm gonna move into this pork. I just picked up a particularly beautiful, fatty, tender piece just sitting right on top. Oh, holy shit. It doesn't need sauce.
Wow.
But there's so much flavor.
The pork is really f***ing good.
That's what I'm talking about.
I like when the pulled pork's that brown, that like tannish brown. Oh man, this on some nachos, this is insanely good pulled pork.
Yeah, this would be good with nachos, for sure.
Tastes like the word barbecue.
It does.
You know, just the pork.
All right, I'm going for Rib Town.
These ribs look picture perfect.
They really do.
I don't even want to eat it.
The meat has pulled away from the bone, and yet it is a perfect straight line slice.
Listen, there's 2 types of people. There's you watching, and then there's me eating.
Ooh, that's good. What is that flavor? That is a very interesting flavor. I've never tasted rib like this.
Yeah, it tastes so unique.
The other ribs were good for the fact that they were like kind of, like they were in a good way, like slim. These are thick.
This is like the kind of rib that your dad eats, and he stops and he looks at his wife, and he smiles, and he's like, this is really good.
And then they go home and make another baby. These are baby making ribs.
Ooh.
Let's move on over to our mac and cheese moment. This mac and cheese looks so beautiful.
It's creamy in the right way.
It's creamy. Like Rashawn said, you can see the spices floating in it. And this is exactly what I remember the first time I had Bludso's. Everybody took a bite of something and were like, oh, that's the best that. And then they had the next bite, it's like, oh, wow, that's the best that.
I'm gonna try this potato salad.
Wow! What the f***? Holy shit! Am I allowed to curse on this show?
You sure are.
Okay, holy shit! This is one of the best potato salads I've ever had. This whole meal was an experience. Bludso's is something else.
One more. Rashawn's place is our last stop, and we gotta head and try one more barbecue place. First place had some of the best ribs, so surprising to me how good they were.
Yep.
This place, such a well-rounded restaurant. The sides were out of control.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see what our last spot has to offer.
And you know what, boys? I think would be even better if we all took our wet ones and we just got those hands real good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're so right.
My stomach is getting full, but my mind is open.
Right?
As long as you're free in your mind, baby, they can never imprison you.
These wet ones smell so delicious.
They're like a tropical splash.
I wish we were sponsored by these wet ones. Wet ones. Get yourself some. They're wet.
Wet ones. They go well with barbecue.
Don't make a mess. Be blessed. Wet ones.
So we were parked, we had finished our Bludso's. A car came whizzing by and they just decided they did not like the look of my left side driver's side mirror. They took it clean out. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this actually happened. Mirror is quite spiderwebbed now. I had to pick it up off the ground. I snapped it back in. Jeez Louise. They didn't totally f up my car, but they did hit my car, which is hilarious because at the beginning of the show, I did say, I hope we don't get in an accident. Will we get in a wreck today? I hope not. All right, so Rashawn, we're going to your place. Where are we headed next?
Keith, we're headed to Boneyard Bistro. They're just nice, big, meaty, dinosaur-looking bones. I feel like you're gonna get a good helping. And I do think that all three of these plates are gonna be so different. Based on the flavors that we've had, I think this is gonna be a nice change of pace. Would you open a barbecue restaurant?
I've definitely thought about it, and it's something that I think might be a lifelong goal, is to open a barbecue place and open a fried chicken place.
If you open a restaurant that does barbecue, I'll sleep in the back.
You'll be working there.
I'll be your lead hostess.
Rashawn will be our mainstay jazz performer.
Yeah.
The poker tournaments that Jared can run.
I'll run a bunch of poker tournaments during jazz night, and then I'll sleep in the back every night with a full little belly.
You really want to sleep in the back?
I just want Keith to own a restaurant so I can sleep in the back.
Oh, I want to sleep on the flat top grill.
Boneyard Bistro. First of all, the logo is intense. It feels like a motorcycle gang. We got two sauces. These are pork ribs, but they are massive. I thought they were beef ribs when I saw them, but they're actually pork ribs. They're just the biggest ones I've ever seen.
Yum, 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 yum.
Oh my God.
It smells so good. There's a lot of accoutrement presented with this meal.
The single deviled egg with the bacon on it.
I know, right? Somehow it smells kind of like a delicious burger in my car. I think it's because of the pickled onions and like the other things that are everywhere.
I'm gonna take a bite of this brisket.
Wow, this is the best brisket so far.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa. That is a tender piece of brisket. Oh my God.
The best brisket so far.
Brisket is rich. It is rich and fatty and salty and flavorful, and the bark is really good. All right, I'm gonna dive into this pork. Wow, this is a crazy experience.
Yeah, it's not your traditional pulled pork flavor.
I don't love it as much as some of the other pork today. I think it's good still, but the Bludso's pork, I do think beats this one out of it.
Oh wait, do we want to try this Texas sauce with the ribs?
Oh, I love the flavor. It tastes like steak.
Almost, I don't want to say that Montreal steak seasoning.
You nailed it. So I like these ribs. They do come clean off the bone. They are a little bit tougher than I'd like.
I like to, work. I want to get in there and
Between the salt and the sauce, it is like a really overwhelming amount of flavor.
It's a lot of salt. These would weirdly accent like a homemade grilled burger very well.
It tastes like a backyard barbecue moment.
It's very genuine rib, but it's so salty. This is beer barbecue, for sure.
Look at the inside of these little fried mac and cheese bites. It is ooey gooey.
I'll say that looks the coolest. Of all the stuff we got, I think this is like the most fun. And delicious looking thing.
Or I'm going in for it. This only helps me define this as a beer barbecue spot.
It makes sense for the biker gang. This is like a perfect kind of food for a biker gang. Yeah, let's start a cool ass biker gang. Rashawn will take point.
What would your motorcycle gang name be?
Rashawn and the Size Queens.
Damn.
I really like this. I do think the brisket was the star of this platter.
The ribs were something, when I was eating them, I could tell that someone else could love them.
You're talking to me because I am pickled. I am a salty queen.
It's gonna be tough, but it is time for us to go park, have our little tailgate debate, and see who won today's restaurant recommendation battle, baby. All right, we have completed our 3 platters of barbecue today. What a day it was. It truly was delicious, and every store had something that I thought was the best of the day. But let's start with GUS'S. I thought the ribs were outstanding. They were the best ribs of the day.
GUS'S takes home the best ribs of the day, baby. And ribs are a big part of a barbecue journey.
Some would say ribs are the most important.
Some would. Most would, probably.
Jesus would. The rib.
Jesus would?
Jesus would.
Wow.
He's always talking about ribs in
You
the
know,
Bible, right?
you're right. The Bible does talk about ribs a lot. Life came from them.
I do agree the ribs were very strong. I did not really care for the pulled pork. It was not my tea.
I get that. I like the pulled pork, but agree that it needed a sauce.
Served with the sauce most times, guys.
Yeah.
Most times.
But I think the second one, Bludso, was really delicious. I thought they came out banging. I thought the entire meal worked really well together. All of the flavors worked across the board.
Well, Bludso's gave me the hat. Feels a little much.
Feels a little bribey.
Feels a little bribey.
The macaroni and cheese there.
That potato salad.
It was so good. You could see the flavors through the thick plastic covering. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, they're not f***ing around. They know.
Every part of the meal was delicious. There was no weak link at Bludso's. It was the most me style of barbecue Bludso's. But like our last place, Rashawn Scott, I thought was incredible, but it wasn't my style of barbecue.
I like salty, savory, so that the meats were really, really salted and flavored. So I could eat that all day.
Yeah.
But of the briskets, I'm gonna go GUS.
Wow.
GUS was good.
I was going to go bistro.
I was gonna go Bludso's, which is what I thought I would go with. I think that Bistro was pushing flavor. They wanted to bring something new to the barbecue game. They had a lot of accoutrement with it. They had a lot of heavy salt. They had the fried mac and cheese. Only one restaurant can take the cake of the tailgate debate finger pointing winner award. As you know, we have foam fingers, and that's how you know you've won. So we're each going to vote. Now, here's something I wanted to bring. Some of our commenters suggested to really make it fair, you cannot vote for the place that you vouched for. You must vote for one of the other 2. All right, Jared, you're gonna lead us off.
Give it to the overall, just as a meal, no real misses, all real hits. And for me, that's Bludso.
Whoa, tip of the head. So between GUS'S and Bistro, if I had to choose one to go eat at tomorrow, probably get those ribs from GUS'S. They were just damn fine ribs. Damn fine ribs.
Well, the moment you've all been waiting for, the deciding factor, it's me. I knew that when I woke up today, I'd be making a strong decision.
Huge.
I told myself, take a vitamin, stretch, put on sunscreen, really get ready. With the power vested in me, for the state of California, my vote today for overall best meal. Bludso's.
Oh!
It's good, overall meal.
It is good.
Look, I've eaten it many times before. I will eat it many times again.
Yes, yes, yes.
Every single one was delicious. I recommend all 3 of these restaurants to you if you are visiting LA and you want some barbecue. These are great options. Why not go and visit your local barbecue restaurant? Especially during COVID, restaurants have had a hard time. Go support some of your local faves. Get some brisket, get some ribs. But of course, I am the winner, which means I get to dance in celebration while you all mourn your loss.
Go, Keith. Go, Keith. Go, 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 Keith. The place you picked got picked. About other barbecue places, I guess I will. Oh, it's a sweaty day in Los Angeles. Eating ribs and brisket, mac and cheese, and what I please. Oh, yeah.